Hello, my name is Carlos Sofia Almendra. And today I am going to talk about the book 1984, also known as by George Orwell. And 1984 is a dystopian novel published in 1949. The history is set in totalitarian society controlled by Big Brother. The government uses surveillance, propaganda, and fear to control people's lives. The main character is Winston Smith. He works at the Ministry of Truth, where he changed historical documents to make the government's lies look real. Winston begins to question the system and dreams of freedom, but is very dangerous though to think differently in his work. The novel has several important characters. Winston is the protagonist, an ordinary man who wants to rebel against the party. Julia is his lover, who also hates the party, and Charles, his dream of freedom. O'Brien is a high-ranking party member who first seems to help Winston, but later betrays him. Finally, there is Big Brother, who is not exactly a person but the symbol of power and absolute control. The writer George Orwell was a British journalist and author. He wrote 1984 after World War II, influenced by the rise of dictatorships and the dangers of political control. He is also the author of Animal Farm, another famous book about power and corruption. Personally, this novel made a big impression on me, even though it was written many years ago. I think it's still very relevant today. The book talks about surveillance, fake information, and lack of freedom. When I read it, I immediately thought about our current world, where technology and social media sometimes feel like Big Brother. For example, our phones and computers collect information about us, and sometimes we don't even notice. Also, fake news reminds of the double thing, the manipulation of truth in the novel. For me, 1984 is not just a history about the past, about also warning about the future. It teaches us protect democracy, freedom of speech, and our right to think differently. To conclude, I believe that reading 1984 is very important because it helps us understand how dangerous it is when power is used to control people completely. And thank you very so much for listening. Bye.